So you want a T-bow from AFK Blood Runes. So I will say this, you definitely could buy a T-bow from doing Blood Runecrafting and doing the AFK version. But we're going to crunch some numbers and we're going to figure out how long it would actually take you. So, what's up guys? It's Looney TNT. Today we're going to talk about some Blood Runecrafting and actually buying some of those amazing items, right? So the T-bow is a weapon that, man, the T-bow is amazing. It's probably one of, if not the best weapons in the game. Everybody wants a T-bow. It's become pretty iconic. You know, everybody talks about different weapons and things, and the T-bow is one of those weapons that a lot of people would love and a lot of people want. But it cost 1.7 billion gold. Yes, I said billion with a B. That is no joke when it comes to RuneScape GP. So, if you want one, what would you need to do to actually achieve this? And could you actually get this through Blood Runecrafting? You know, it's fairly AFK. You know, he's kind of chill, not too bad. You can pop on a movie and hang out and just do what you need to do as you're doing some Blood Runecrafting. So I'm going to give you two things today. I'm going to tell you how long it's going to take you to do the Blood Runecrafting for AFK, and then the Sins of the Father, if you've done that quest, how long it would take you to get the T-bow if you were doing the True Blood altar. So, these numbers are going to sound ridiculous because it is. The cool thing about RuneScape is you could get anything from doing anything. Like, you could get a T-bow if you just farmed cow hides. Is it realistic? Probably not. Has anybody ever done it? I don't think so. But there's a chance, right? You could kind of do it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into some numbers. So, Blood Runecrafting gives you about 500,000 GP an hour. Now, it is a little bit higher on the wiki. I think the wiki had it at 579,000. You make over 600,000 an hour, but when you take away the blood shard, it averaged out to 579. Now, let's be realistic here. Most of us are not going to be keeping up with that pace. If you can keep up with that pace, great. But we're going to say 500,000. So we're going to drop it by, 79,000 an hour, which is quite a bit when you're looking at percentages on how much you're making. But I think let's just be realistic here, okay? Now, if you're making 500,000 gold an hour, how long would it take? Well, it would take you 3,400 hours. Yes, 3,400 hours. Now, let's break it down into days, though. Okay, so let's say you're playing the game 10 hours a day. You're Blood Runecrafting 10 hours a day. It's going to take you 340 days. So it's going to take you almost a year of every day playing for 10 hours a day to actually achieve your goal. That's 70 hours a week of Blood Runecrafting. That's more than a full-time job. That's almost 2 full-time jobs to achieve the T-bow in less than a year. So it is doable, right? Kind of. If you're willing to do that, hey, more power to you, right? Some people, that's their dream, is to be able to get to 77 runecrafting so they can AFK blood runes, right? Hey, that's completely cool. But what if we did it a little bit faster, okay? Because we're making 500k an hour. That's not too great if you're wanting to runecraft, you want to level your runecrafting. But the True Blood altar is a different story. The True Blood altar, you make a lot more. And when I mean a lot more, I mean you're making like over 2 million gold an hour, but then you take away the blood shards and the supplies for the pure essence and things, and you make like 1.7 million gold an hour. Okay, 1.7 compared to 500 is way different. But then again, like I said, Sometimes you're not going to consistently keep that up. So let's do some more math. Let's take it and say you're making 1.5 million gold an hour. So you're down, over 200K from what the wiki says. Okay, I think that's more realistic, and I definitely think you could make that much, right? I think you could keep up a pace of 1.7, but let's say you can't, and you can make 1.5. Let's go ahead and let's do some math here. All right, so at 1.7 or at 1.5, you're actually going to be, it's going to take you way less. It's going to take you 1,133 hours. That's not bad for rune crafting, a skill. Now, let's say you play for 10 hours a day. The same thing, right? The last method's going to take you 340 days. You could actually get a T-bow in 113 days from playing 10 hours a day. That's actually not too bad if you're a skiller. Because, skilling and stuff is not the easiest thing to make money. And if you could actually get a T-bow in 115 days ish, it's 113, but let's say, 115. That's not bad, So what do you guys think? Would you guys sit and try to do the blood rune crafting? The AFK method, let's be honest and let's be real. I know some of you guys are like, I could do it. That's a long time playing. That's a long time doing, even if this is a little bit AFK, that's a long grind. So I don't know if a lot of people would want to do the blood rune crafting method. Maybe. I'm not... Listen, some RuneScapers are crazy out here, so there's definitely a chance. But maybe the true blood altar might be a little bit better for you. I don't know. I think blood rune crafting is fun. I haven't done I've done Sins of the Father, but I haven't done the true blood altar, which is something that I'm actually going to be doing today. I'm going to look up a guide and see how you do it. I have all the requirements for it. I have the agility level. I have all that other stuff. So I'm definitely going to try it and see how it goes. I'm already 99 rune crafting, but I would love to get the pet, and I'd love to grind out a little bit of extra gold here and there, for some construction levels and things like that. So that's going to be I don't mind rune crafting, so it will be fun to do that. But to do it for 10 hours a day for 113 days, I don't know if I could do that. All right, that's one thing that would be pushing me a little bit over the edge. So I don't think that I'd be able to do that. But that said, what would you guys do as a skiller? So if you were trying to do a skill to get a T-bow, I think wrath runes for rune crafting are probably one of the better methods for skillers. Because skillers don't, let's be honest, skillers don't have very much love when it comes to skills and making money. Where the money is that bossing, right? The bossing gold is superior to any method that you're going to be doing for skilling. So, I know, hey, skillers, I'm with you. I love skilling, so I hope we get some love here pretty soon with maybe a high requirement or something like that to be able to make some pretty decent GP. Listen, we're not asking for 10 million an hour, right? Like, I think the most you could make from bossing right now is Duo Next. I think it's what it was, and it was like 14 million an hour, something like that. We're not asking for that, but if we could get like a 4 million gold an hour, something, I think that would be that'd be pretty legit. And I'm sure some of you guys in the comments, you're like, well, wait a second, there is this one thing, and I would love to hear about it. All right, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for all the support. I love these rambling videos. I love talking about weird stuff like this. It's just fun for me. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and and checking out the video. If you guys are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like if you guys have not liked the video. If you made it this far into the video, you know, you might as well like it, because then you guys are dedicated, you know what I mean, to watch 10 minutes of blood rune crafting talk. Okay, so all right, guys, and like always, anything goes good with a dragon mid.